shoe. The one that Charles something gave me right before he died. I loved those shoes.
Well, where did you lose it?
If I knew that, I would have found it already. The last place I remember having it was in gym. We changed into our gym clothes and went to class. When we came back, one of my shoes was missing straight out of my locker. Someone took it! Someone stole one of my shoes! I know it!
Who would steal a single shoe? Why wouldn't they take both?
Probably someone with a peg leg or something. Right, TK?
Anyway, Sandy, I'll talk to you later. I gotta get to class before the bell rings.
See you, PK. I'll tell you if I see your shoe.
Yes, Devon?
May I be excused for just a moment? I require use of the facilities.
You may. Please leave your backpack and supplies at your desk.
Oh, Devon! What a nice surprise! What brings you into my class today?
Just need to deliver a message real quick, Ms. Marlowe. Sorry for the interruption.
Think nothing of it. Maybe next time, I'll be the lucky recipient. I hope.
You got it, Miss Marlowe.
Is this really an acceptable use of class time, Miss Minot? What can Devon possibly need to do here that warrants distracting all of us from our studies? I don't mean to intrude on how you govern your class, but...
Then don't.
Well, I never!
I said nothing when you were late to my class today, did I not? I hardly think it fitting for you, of all people, to speak about the way I choose to run my classroom.
I didn't mean to imply...
Unless you wish to tell me I should be more strict with my students? Very well, Shroomsworth. Stay after the bell rings, and we'll discuss appropriate disciplinary measures further.
Thank you, Miss Marlowe.
Matt.
I want some of that.
Fine.
That too.
Okay.
What's that?
It's broccoli. You should have some. It's good for you.
I'll pass. Can I have some of that pudding?
Come on, Maple. You should really get stuff other than bread and desserts.
But I don't want anything but bread and dessert. You're not my mom.
Whatever. What else do you want?
I want some of that cake.
Fine. Here's your food. Go find somewhere to eat. I gotta get mine.
No seconds, pal.
What? It's not seconds. I haven't gotten anything yet.
I just watched you go through this whole line and pick up nothing but desserts and soda.
That wasn't for me. That was for her.
Better luck next time.
But...
We're closed.
Can we, share lunch today, Maple?
What? Why don't you get some of your own? You're just sitting next to me because you want something?
Come on, Maple. I'm really hungry and the chef wouldn't let me get food.
Well, alright, but you gotta say pretty please.
Pretty please, may I have some of your food?
Yes, you may have some of my food.
Hey, Opal. Huh. I wonder what she's up to. Hey! What the heck, Maple? That's my letter!
Don't read it.
Matt.
It's awful.
Dear
Matt!
Can't be with you anymore. It's not you, it's me.
Oh.
Cheer up.
Matt.
You can still go to the prom, right?
I don't think so, Maple. I'm not sure I feel like it now. Huh. Looks like she's taking this breakup harder than I am.
I want to go to the prom with my brother, but his girlfriend broke up with him, and now he won't go. I will give a whole month's allowance to anyone who gets
Matt.
to go to the prom with them, so I can sneak in. Just do whatever to make it happen. I just need to get there. It's the most important night of my life.
I'm so annoyed. I couldn't get the book I wanted before lunchtime, and now I'm here with nothing to read.
What a terrible fate that has befallen you. Surely this is a Pokéwood Studios film just waiting to happen. A comedy of errors, perhaps?
You have no idea what I would have had to go through if I wanted to get that book, so stuff it.
I can only imagine the dangers that lurk within the library halls. threatening to maim and possibly end the life of all hopeful bookworms.
God, you're so annoying! Look, here's what happened.
Wonder what was up with her. I do believe you're attempting to stall for time by calling attention to the most trivial of distractions, are you not? Let's keep to the topic at hand. Are you, or are you not willing to demonstrate your self-proclaimed knowledge of all things Pokeo with a roll-off? I hardly feel that I need to prove myself to you by participating in such a silly proposed game. Who camped out for days in front of Pokestop in order to purchase the most recently released revision of the rulebook? I know it wasn't you, because I was first in line, and you were nowhere to be found. Acting as a consumer to and supporting one of the most detrimental businesses to the game, no, to the entire gaming community, does not necessarily constitute an intimate knowledge of the game at hand. Are you questioning my dedication to the game? I'm not the one with a deck so shoddily put together, it's borderline insulting to the creators. To insult my integrity is forgivable, but to insult the honor of my deck is another thing entirely. I assure you, it complies with every restriction and is far from what you would call shoddily put together. Do refer to the most recent release of the standardized rulebook if you doubt me. The one you allegedly camped out for days to receive. And now you question my integrity by doubting my tale of perseverance to obtain the very rulebook you imply I have not read? You have grieved me for the last time, Caldera. Prepare yourself, sir, for a duel that shall be passed down in legends. They shall sing ballads about my victory for generations to come.
And that's why I wasn't able to get my book. They would have probably cast a spell on me to turn me into a nerd or something.
You wouldn't want to be known for reading about strange things all the time, right?
How can I eat while my shoe is missing?
It's pretty good today. The pizza isn't as soggy as it usually is.
That's so gross. I hate this smoked pizza. It's not even real meat, or even real cheese.
It isn't?
It's soy, Sandy.
Oh.
Yeah, really. That's disgusting. It's like they want me to starve.
Want some of my jerky? It's teriyaki flavor. Huh?
Why do you... Never mind. No, thank you.
Suit yourself. If you change your mind, let me know.
Ugh, I'm so mad at Shroom's work. He hasn't even given me a gift or anything to apologize.
Are you still annoyed that he took your sister's side in the last debate?
I'm totally over that now, Sandy. That was like a week ago. I'm mad that he hasn't tried to apologize to me.
Maybe he's nervous.
That's so annoying! I just want to go over there and kick his ass!
I think that would make him more nervous, PK.
Whatever. How are things going with you and Rose?
Well, they aren't going.
He dumped you? You dumped him? What happened?
I kind of never went out with him. I never asked. Should I have?
You're not supposed to ask him. He's supposed to ask you. What did you guys even do yesterday?
Well, excuse me. Are you the Hall Patrol?
I'm in the Hall Patrols, yes. What do you need? Make it quick. I'm busy.
Could you show me where my classes are? All I have is my schedule. There's no map with it.
Sorry, but I have no time for an escort mission. You have a whole 5 minutes before the bell rings for class to start. I'm sure you can find your way.
But...
No buts! I'm busy!
Alright, sorry for bothering.
Hi, I noticed you said you were lost. I'm free this period. I can show you to your classes if you like.
Oh, thank you. I would like that. I have a hard time finding things on my own. My glasses broke earlier, and I can't see a thing without them.
No problem. Take my hand. And we'll be off. This school's not too big, but it does have several levels to it.
Alright.
That's it? That's so boring.
I just needed help finding my classrooms. He was pretty nice, though.
You should have told me he was holding your hand because you couldn't see. I thought you and him were going out.
Oh, no, we're not.
How did it go yesterday?
Huh? How did that go?
You can't fool me, you old devil. You like that Sandy girl, what?
Oh, her! I guess she's pretty nice.
Have you asked her out yet?
No, why would I do that?
How else are you going to go without her? Wait for her to ask you? Preposterous! A gentleman does not leave a lady waiting.
Is she waiting? Am I a gentleman?
How should I know? That's for you to find out.
I don't know.
Come on, lad. What's the worst that could happen?
Are you the right person to ask that?
Well, I suppose you have a point. Still, it's best to ask the girl you like out.
Maybe I'll ask her to the dance this Saturday. You know, just to hang out and stuff.
Brilliant idea!
Why is PK mad at you anyway?
Well...
And that's why the correct term for both, well, terms is dinner and soda. Anything else is not entirely accurate, and we would do well to abolish the more archaic terms such as supper and pop.
Thank you. I believe that wraps our debate up. Please allow a few moments for our judges to render their verdict.
What? Thank you, Principal, and thank you, Sissy, for this wonderful debate.
What a crock! I can't believe the judges actually thought that pop and supper were outdated. Archaic? Really? What a load of crap!
Well, madam, I do believe you had the more convincing argument. But you have to admit, those terms are a little, well, dated.
What? You tell me I have a better argument, and then you go say Anna was right anyway. You voted for her, didn't you?
Madam, that is a confidential matter. I would not tell who I voted for either way.
Yeah, right.
Madam, those are private...
I knew it! You and me are over!
But... Good heavens! Now see here, miss! Miss?
Wow.
Well, rather unfortunate, yes.
You really cocked that one up, didn't you?
What?
Hey, Devin? Psst, Devin, it's really important.
What is it, Dimitri? I must remain focused on my studies.
Why are we here?
Now is not the time to get existential, Dimitri. We're here to take a test.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, why are we actually here? What are we doing this for?
To take a test. Why else would we be here during finals week?
No. I mean, do you remember what we were doing before this week? Was it school?
I'm sure it was. Last week as it was the week before, and the week before that, and surely as it will be next week and the week after.
I don't think it was. I don't think we're supposed to be here. Something seems wrong.
You're just new to the school, Dimitri. Give it time and I'm sure you'll become accustomed to it.
This doesn't feel right at all. I feel like I'm forgetting something really important.
Hopefully it's not all the answers to the test you're taking. You wouldn't want to repeat a grade.
I'm going to the restroom.
Good afternoon, Dimitri. Ready for another lesson?
Was I here before?
You will be eventually. Take any empty seat here and try to pay attention. I was in the middle of some pretty intense theories.
There's no one else in this classroom, Mrs. Jasmine.
I'm not sure I can agree with you, Dimitri. There are lots of people in my class, they just haven't made it yet. Some haven't even left. You're here, right?
Well, yeah, but I just walked in.
So is everyone else. That's the beauty of it.
I don't follow.
That's alright. Take a seat and we'll get into it.
Okay. What about my old class?
What old class?
The one I came from?
You haven't gone to that class yet, so don't worry.
You're not really making any sense.
That's good. That means you're yourself, which is very important. Now, if you'll pay attention, we were just going over the multiple universe theory.
What's a universe?
Oh dear, I'll have to start from the very beginning again, won't I
would like that.
Alright then. Try to grasp it completely this time, as I'm not gonna like explaining things to you a fifth and sixth time, as I'm going to do soon enough.
Am I supposed to know all of this? How it all ends?
I'm a teacher, silly. It's my job to teach everyone who wishes for knowledge. Besides, you'll never leave this classroom. Part of you won't anyway. You will always be here.
being taught by me.
Yeah.
You also won't remember this soon, so don't worry. It was interesting and fun to learn about Fernell, though, yes?
It was! How come no one else can do what you do?
Because no one else is me.
I guess that's true. I should get back to my next class, Mrs. Jasmine.
Before you go, want to know who you go to prom with?
No thank you, Mrs. Jasmine. I want at least some surprise in my life.
Alright, if you say so.
I don't get it! How can one little kid evade all my patrols? Myself included!
Maybe he left already, Virgil. Could be he just came over with a parent to have lunch.
Nobody matching the kid's description left this campus. I watched every exit once I got word of his being here.
Maybe someone's hiding him?
Don't be ridiculous. How would anyone know we're looking for him? He's probably off playing hide-and-seek or something.
I'll start checking the freshman classes, see if he's blending in with all the other young kids.
Wait, Cubone kid, right?
Yeah, supposedly.
Doesn't that Devin guy usually bike around with one of those? You think that's the same one?
I don't see why he couldn't be. Why not go ask him?
Will do! Start searching the classrooms, starting with the freshman ones.
You got it, boss.
Excuse me, Miss Merlot, but may I have a word with Devin outside?
You are quite bold to enter my classroom unannounced and to request a student of mine to leave it, even if only for a small amount of time. Why would I be in the right mind to reward such insolence?
Please, Miss Merlot. It'll only be for a moment.
It's alright, Merlot. I'll be right back.
Don't take too long, Devin.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Where's that kid you come in with?
What kid?
Come on now! We know there's a Cubone kid running around here that should be in elementary school. Why are you hiding him?
I am not quite sure what you're referring to, Virgil.
Is this a game we're going to play? I have it on good authority that several people have witnessed you regularly ride your motorcycle into school with a Cubone passenger, and if...
I have no interest in what your imaginary witnesses have to say, Virgil. If you wish to accuse me of something, be out with it and do it properly.
We're not accusing you of anything, Devin. We just want to find the kid and return him to the proper school.
I wish you the best of luck in finding him, then. Your issue has nothing to do with me. I'm going back inside the classroom now, Virgil, to finish taking my test. If you want to stop me, you had better have some convincing evidence. I know you don't, though.
Why are you being so uncooperative? We only want what's best for him.
Because I have no obligation to cooperate with you. Good day, Virgil. I ask you not to bother me again, unless it's for something important.
We'll find him, with or without your help.
You're doing a good job so far. Keep it up.
Teacher! Teacher!
What is it, Fresnel?
The electric guitar's amp isn't working! How am I to play the electric guitar with no amplifier?
About that. I'm afraid fixing the amp isn't in our school's budget, Fresnel. As it stands right now, we're straining our wallet by merely offering band class. It was really a choice between art or music studies for the school's only elective, and music won out.
My mom can fix the amp, I'm sure of it. It'll be no problem for her. Would I be able to take it home after class today?
Well, you could, but the musical selection the parents have voted on does not contain a part for guitar. Or any stringed instrument, really.
What? This is an outrage! Who is responsible for this? This atrocity!
The PTA expressed concern over the direction our musical performances were taking over the last couple of years. They desired something more classical, so after a vote, they agreed that if they bought all the sheet music, they would have limited control over what we played. We have a replacement instrument for you that I'm sure you'll find acceptable.
That's the worst thing ever! How am I supposed to cultivate my talent when I'm forced to play whatever the hell that garbage instrument is? A triangle? Please!
Now, Fresnel, I understand you're upset, but I'm sure you'll find that the triangle is one of the instruments that falls into the easy to learn, hard to master category. Think of it as a true test for your skills.
No! No! I won't have any of it! Either you figure out a way to add my guitar to the current music selection, or I'm going on strike!
This isn't a job, Fresnel. If you insist on not playing your designated instrument, then I will have no choice but to change your grade to a 0. Is that really what you want?
I'd rather have a 0 than a passing grade if it meant I wouldn't have to play this piece of crap!
Fresnel! I have put up with your antics long enough. To the principal's office on the double!
See how far you all get without me to lead the way with my guitar.
Out!
I understand you lost your temper earlier. Your teacher was very upset. Would you mind telling me what happened?
I would mind, actually. I have no more interest in that class, and I have no more interest in this school.
Surely it couldn't have been that bad, could it?
Who knows? I've said what I wanted to say. Are you going to sentence me to detention already? Or are we going to stay here until school lets out?
There's no need to get so heated, Fresnel. Let's see how a single day of Saturday detention serves to cool you off.
What? This Saturday? You can't do that!
I believe I just have. Have fun tomorrow, Fresnel.
Yarr, pass me the ball, laddie. Better luck next time, Scallop.
Watch yourself, Gunpowder. I don't want to see you knocking other people over. This is supposed to be a friendly game.
There be no rules in war and b-ball, Teach. If the scrawny fellow can't handle the heat, he needs to stay out of the galley.
What the heck does that even mean? Whatever. I don't want to see you doing that again, Gunpowder. This is your last warning.
Yarr, so it be.
Better jump up high and grab that ball, GP, Corp. That's the only kind you'll ever have.
Pardon me, laddie?
Think I don't know? Or the whole school? You're a laughingstock, and everyone talks about you behind your back. You're pathetic, Corp.
I'm afraid I couldn't hear ye. I got something crazy in my ear.
You heard me, you freak, Corp. You heard me, you freak, Corp. Gunpowder! That does it! I warned you!
Little coward thought he could mess with me, Teach. Found out real quick he couldn't. Do with me what you will.
What happened out there, GP?
Don't feel like talking about it.
Look, I'm not going to say that kid was right or wrong, but don't you think violence is a bit too excessive?
I don't think so. I wanted him to shut up and he did. Simple enough. Why are you even in this locker room in the first place?
Same reason you are.
Whatever. I'm not interested in it. I gotta go to detention now.
You don't have to be such an outcast, GP. I'm sure there's someone who cares about the things you do.
Sure there is. Also, pigs can fly, matey. Later.
Man, I'm tired of being the odd one out. Nobody ever really pays attention to me. I wish I didn't have to babysit Maple nearly all the time. All I gotta do is make it known that I'm not the worst one around here, right? I think that's how it goes. What did Mom say?
Alright, Maxie boy, today's your first day in this new school and I want you to make me proud. Don't let the other kids step all over you.
They always do that, Mom. Always did, anyway.
Nonsense. I transferred you over here to give you a fresh start. You just do what I did when I was in school and you'll be fine.
What did you do?
I picked out the biggest, baddest kid out in the yard, and I beat him senseless. No one bothered me at all after that. You can bet your hide. Made me pretty popular to boot.
Let's see. Biggest and baddest, huh? He's huge and has a crowd of girls surrounding him. I don't think that'd work for me. Holy crap, he's even bigger than Chill. Look at those teeth. Nope, not that one. What? Well, that guy's built like a tank. There's no way. Ugh. He looks like he belongs to some kind of gang. I don't want to mess with that. She's a girl, right? She looks pretty scary, though. Ah, screw this. I'll just find someone smaller than me. There we go. Hey! Watch where you're going! bonehead. Aren't you gonna apologize? I could have been really hurt. Don't you think that's worth an apology?
Something the matter, Chax?
Oh, crap. I forgot this kid didn't come individually.
You should be more careful. What was your name?
Matt.
Never mind. I've decided I don't care that much. Watch your step around, Chax. Or don't. It's up to you.
That didn't work at all. I wonder how my mom pulled this off. Maybe I can just say I beat him up and that'd work? Ah, my next class is in the library? Huh. Alright.
I heard he can long jump over 10 feet! That's insane! Yeah, well, I could probably do 11 if I wanted to try, really. 10's not that special. Please, he could probably kick your ass in any sport. Or even just kick your ass, I bet. I could kick your ass, I bet.
Too convenient. Here goes. Gotta casually inject myself into their conversation. You guys talking about fighting? I'm itching to, wrestle myself up and ass beaten. For someone else, I mean.
Yeah, right. You're a little pipsqueak. Who the hell would you beat? Couldn't beat a couple of eggs even if he tried, this one looks like.
As a matter of fact, there was this little scaredy cat who knocked into me earlier today. Almost knocked all my books over. Wouldn't even apologize. I was gonna show him a lesson. I mean, teach him a lesson. But he ran crying to his friends before I could manage it.
That's so now.
Yeah, and if he hadn't gotten his friend to intervene, I would have made sure that kid knew never to mess with me again.
Just who was the lucky person to escape certain death from your shortness?
It's working. They're believing me. Think his name was Check or Chess or something. But I'll keep an eye out for him. I'm gonna get my apology out of him one way or another.
You mean to tell all of us you picked on Chex? The cripple? You know he's mute, right? You know his parents are dead too, right? Not cool, man.
Well...
What a dreadful story.
Matt.
Your first day at this school and you've already shown me your despicable nature. Really, bullying a small kid.
No! My mom said to, and I was just...
Your mom told you to bully Chex. I'm supposed to believe that.
Yes! Well, no, she didn't, but...
I've heard enough out of you, young man. I believe some Saturday detention will do you good. Maybe make you think about what you did today.
Everyone's at the prom tomorrow, leaving me with nothing to do. I don't want to stay at home on a Saturday. How boring is that? Who even stays home on a weekend?
I bet a bookworm would stay at home on the weekend. Or a couple of nerds.
Look, I like books, but I also want to get to know my classmates. I just don't want to dance.
Well, stay at home tomorrow then.
Stay at home tomorrow and do what? Fold laundry? That's really boring.
That's pretty boring. I agree. Only boring people do that.
Yeah, thanks. Let's see. I gotta sort these books by the Dewey Decimal System. What on earth is that?
You don't know that system? How long have you been in this country again?
You know damn well how long I've been in this country. 2 whole unexciting months.
Please keep your voice down, Zaru. This is a library.
Sorry, Mrs. Ariana.
It's not that hard of a system to figure out. Why don't you just look around at all the other shelves? Pay attention to the numbers on the spines.
Why can't people put books back properly? Really, it's not that hard.
Zaru, I told you to keep it down. What's going on over there?
Nothing, Mrs. Ariana. A Joltik jumped out and scared me, that's all.
A Joltik? Usually don't see those in this facility. I'll get the janitor to come take a look around here later.
Golly whiz, that'd be swell. Thanks, Mrs. Ariana.
I do not talk like that.
She thinks you do now.
Why are you even in here? I'm the only one allowed in here during the after lunch period.
I'm bored, so I skipped class.
Wouldn't you be less bored by staying in class?
Have you heard Melodron about whatever it is she teaches? I'd rather hug a Maractus than sit through her lectures.
That's what you say about all of your classes. What do you even do all day?
Isn't that obvious? What I'm doing now.
Well, how about helping me out instead of being a bother then? I have all of these books that I need to place back on the shelves, and you made me turn the cart over.
I did no such thing. You tipped it over yourself.
You know what I mean. That's all he's gonna take. Whatever. It shouldn't take me too long. God, what now?
If I were a sniper, you'd be dead by now.
What are you even talking about? Callahan, what are you doing to the books?
Nothing that shouldn't be done to them in the first place. Don't you just love paper planes? Look, I made origami too. Isn't it cool?
No, it is not cool. Why would you do that to our books, Callahan? You know this school can't afford to buy new ones.
Zaru, if you want to be so noisy in this facility, feel free to do so. Tomorrow, as in Saturday, with all the other kids who can't seem to follow the rules.
What?
Psst, Zaru.
What do you want now?
I filed those 2 books properly, following all Dewey Decimal System guidelines, as is well and proper. These paper planes are from my notebook. You never asked if I took these from your books. It's your own fault, really.
What?
At least you don't have to stay at home tomorrow.
You could have just asked me to go to the prom with you.
Are you insinuating a detention escape? Zaru! I would never imagine you to partake in a crime so heinous. I'll meet you here tomorrow.
You're all here for various reasons, but the end result shall be the same. You will all sit here and study quietly until the evening.
Oh man.
Is that all we're supposed to do? Sit here and study our... studies?
Correct. Take this time to reflect on your transgressions as well, if you'd like. I trust you can all get along and not cause a scene amongst yourselves, despite failing that same task earlier this week.
This sucks. I'm not listening to my mom ever again when it comes to school advice.
You were listening to your mom? What'd she tell you to do, Pants the teacher?
Shut up. I don't want to talk about it.
Suit yourself.
I don't even know why I'm here, really. I protest the lack of skilled musical instruments in the upcoming song selection. And what happens? I get sent to the gulag.
I'm not sure that's the correct term.
Who cares? Who are you to talk?
Wow, really? I didn't do anything to you and you're being all pissy. It's no wonder you're here.
And why are you here? Crimes against fashion, I bet.
This is the uniform that all girls wear. What are you even talking about?
I'd rather be a cross-dresser than be seen in attire like that. That's all I know for sure. That's saying something.
And what be wrong with the former option? You got a problem with how people choose to dress?
You gonna shove me like you did that other kid? He had to go to the doctor, you know. You managed to crack a few ribs of his. I can't believe I'm here with a brute, a coward, and a book nerd. Unbelievable!
You're lying.
What?
I had to sit out of band class yesterday because somebody broke my triangle. That wasn't even the school's triangle. That was mine. They said somebody threw it and they got sent to detention. That was you, right? That was the only instrument I was good at. How am I supposed to play anything for the concert now? Are you gonna buy me a new one?
Well, I don't really have any money, so...
Of course not. You didn't even think before you threw it, did you? Why would you throw any instrument? What's wrong with you? All the kids say you're an egotistical airhead that's only interested in playing a stupid guitar. Not every song needs a guitar, so why do you act like it does? No! That's stupid! Ugh! I've had enough of you. I just want to sit here patiently until it's time to go home.
I can get you another triangle. Not me, that is. Friend of mine can, though.
Thanks, but I don't have any money.
Just pay me back whenever you can, whether it be a month from now or a year. What do you say?
Why do you even care about my stupid instrument?
It's nothing. Forget about it.
No, I want to know. Why do you want to buy me a stupid triangle?
Well, it's not too exciting of a tale, but you see... Well, long story short, one of my best friends used to play the triangle. And he keeled over one day, dead as a doornail. Buried him with his triangle, we did. Triangles are close to me heart, and I can't ignore the plight of aspiring triangle musicians. Ever since the day my friend died, I vowed that no triangle lover would ever go without a triangle to play.
Wow.
That's really convenient.
Really now?
Shut up, the lot of ya! If you do want a triangle, there's no hide off my back!
No, gunpowder. Thank you. No one's been that nice to me before. I'll gladly take a triangle from you.
Matt.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, right. Like I'd believe anything you say. I'm not falling for it. I've had enough of people walking over me and taking me for a fool.
No, I mean it! I realize now that I should use my talents for whatever the music calls for. Throwing a tantrum and throwing your triangle away should have never happened. I am truly sorry for your loss.
Yar, bookworm girl! How can you be studying at a time like this? Saturday detention ain't no place for that!
The name is Zaru, and please, I'm just here because I was tricked, and I'm waiting for my friend to come pick me up.
Ain't she the good girl who always plays by the rules? Why on earth are you plotting to leave?
Don't you guys feel it too?
Feel what?
No. Now that you mention it, I do feel something.
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to be here. We should be out wild and free!
Right! Who are we to ignore this feeling? What would we think of ourselves decades from now when we look back and see how we acted today? Getting in trouble is a made-up concept. Killingham told me that. At first I didn't realize what he meant, but... Why are we planning to stay here anyway? What will happen if we just escape and go to the prom?
The prom! I completely forgot!
Oh, I forgot! There was a girl who wanted me to go to the prom with her. I didn't even tell her that I got stuck here. Crap!
The prom's tonight?
So, what if we just go to the prom and they catch us afterwards? Who cares? This could be the best day of our lives, and we're just gonna let it slip by because of some made-up rules from an establishment we never had a hand in creating or say in participating in? When Callahan gets here, let's blow this place. Bigger stuff awaits us out there, I'm sure of it.
Yar, you talk a nice speech, but how are we gonna get past the principal and his whole patrol?
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble again.
I don't really care. How am I going to dance with all the girls if I'm not there to make myself available?
I'm sure we'll think of something if we put all our heads together.
I'm here. Are you ready to go, Zaru?
Yeah, let's do this.
Can I come too?
I'd like to go too.
If you could use my help, I'll gladly lend a hand.
Look at all of you so willing to break the rules. What has our society created? I thought you were all spineless cowards too. Well, we certainly can't go out of the way I came in. We'll have to sneak out of here somehow. Virgil and his hall patrol are out in number today, preparing for the prom, and Sorbet has no doubt informed all of them of where you're all supposed to be.
Everything going all right in here? I heard a noise, so I came by to make sure you were all studying quietly, like you're supposed to.
Yeah, everything's alright.
Just leaned back on my chair and it fell over, Virgil. How clumsy of me. I don't know how I chew gum and walk at the same time.
Yeah, I'm sure. Keep it down in here. You're all in here because you did something wrong. So try to make good use of your time.
You got it, Gramps.
Gramps?
Looks like Sorbet didn't tell him how many of you were supposed to be here. Lucky for me. Let's get to planning.